Greetings everybody. I'm making this video of a cool little project I did to show off to a friend because he wanted to see why I was using several large AGM batteries in my house. This right here is the battery in question. He couldn't figure out why I have them. The only reason I have them is because they were stripped out of old broken down UPSs. The battery was still good, but the UPS not so much. So I salvaged them out of there. This little connection here is part of the setup I've got. And I'll zoom out so you can see what it is. It is a repurposed Black & Decker Power Storm battery pack. This is designed actually for use in power tools like this, a little pod in the bottom. However, this power pack, the batteries have gone bad in it. So what I've done, as you can see here, I've taken the actual battery cells out of it, repurposed them, or well, actually I threw them away, rewired the pack so that there is a wire going in the bottom connecting up to the two power posts in the top, and then that follows down a standard gauge speaker wire to the posts on this battery. This one, as you notice, is wrapped with electrical tape. That's to indicate, since there's no color delineation on the cable, this indicates this is my negative, and therefore this is my positive. This is a normal 12-volt car. It's just a toggle switch for in use in a regular automobile. That acts as a safety switch for the unit. When this is turned to this side, the power is live to the battery pack. When it's turned over this way, it's off. So that way, when I plug in the unit to the actual drill, it's not live. It also acts as a safety measure so that if something goes wrong, flick that, problem solved. So I'll go ahead and show you here. Again, this thing is completely dead, and just to prove the point, and that this isn't some technological chicanery, there's the unit, and I'll go ahead and snap it into the drill. And as you can see, there's absolutely nothing happening. It's not hooked up to anything. Now, if I go over here and connect it up to the battery, try and get it on there again. Doing this one-handed sucks. Again, nothing. But flip the switch and oops. And that's running off of currently a regular, just a regular 12-volt, 9-amp-hour AGM battery, just like what you'd find in a standard APC UPS. And this here, even though it's fairly heavy, it's about 10-12 pounds, stick that in a fanny pouch, run this around to the front, and it's what I would consider a semi-cordless drill that you can use for anything. And the nice part is, this battery pack here, let me turn it off, this battery pack will work in any pod-style Black & Decker product. So it'll work in this drill, it'll work in one of the multi-tools, it'll work in a number of different places. And also, for those who've seen my other picture about the thinking of the words here, the jerry-rigged charging platform for my other battery, because I don't have an easy way to charge those. So what I do is I take a standard car charger and hook it up to the battery, and it charges it perfectly. The problem is, if you notice, the posts, well, here, you can actually see it better down here. You notice the posts are not conducive to using this style of clip. So with a little ingenuity, I use the anti-arcing safety plugs, adjusted slightly forward to expose the rest of the post as a spacer, so that at least part of this could contact the battery post and it could properly charge it. So that's ingenuity part 2. And don't mind the man behind the screen, that's just a normal charger charging a regular power block. This one right here charges just a normal, regular working Black & Decker power pack. it will not charge that assembly because there's too much load. If I hooked that up to this, we would have lots of cute little magic smoke, and that's not what I want. But that's basically my setup. You know, this one right here is just a regular, plain old pod battery. It's just like this one. And of course, just to make sure I don't do anything stupid and break anything, I have my ever trusty multimeter handy. Anyways, that's my little setup. I thought I'd show it to you, and hope you enjoy.